Good evening, humans. Transdusk here, and welcome to the monthly vlog for April 2023. Let's do this. So here we are at April, and I'll admit this month was a bit of a haze for me. I'm kind of surprised we're at the end of the month already, and yeah, so not too much to speak of. However, big news is just I'm finally at 500 subs, so I want to thank every single one of you for helping me get here. This was my goal for the end of last year, so it took a bit. It definitely, like past month, maybe month and a half, I've definitely just seen subs slow to a crawl to non-existent, which was a little weird, but things are definitely starting to pick up, which is awesome. So thank you so much to all of you for being here, and so now the drive continues to 1,000, so we just got double that number. So thank you for watching. I hope you continue to do so, and we'll hopefully get there. So yeah, thank you once again for that. And then just in other stuff that happened this month, again, the reveals and stuff like that, just kind of like a bit of a haze, but some big news in regards to the toy industry in general, specifically with Hasbro for both of these items. And the first one being that they're going back, on the whole plastic-free packaging thing. And they are going to be reintroducing the windows and stuff like that. So that'll be interesting, especially for, I think, inbox collectors, naturally. And the plastic they'll be using is PET plastic, which is, I believe, derived more directly from plants as opposed to oil. I forget, I did look it up when it came up, but it is a way to kind of compromise on still having a window or plastic in the packaging, without sacrificing their goal of being more environmentally friendly. So that is definitely good overall. I'm kind of interested to see how that rollout goes. So I guess we'll see by the end of the year, I think, maybe next year. So that's cool. And then also involving Hasbro, but also Mattel, is that as of a few days ago, maybe last week, they have made a kind of licensing pact, which unprecedented as far as I'm aware. And yeah, so this means that Hasbro will be able to do products with Mattel properties, and Mattel will be able to do the same with Hasbro properties. So that makes some really interesting stuff. I know they already said a couple of things were kind of in the pipeline, such as some Hot Wheels with like He-Man stuff, and a couple other things that are just escaping me. So that's really cool, and very interesting, I think, to see where this goes, especially once it gets beyond the smaller stuff and into potentially figure crossovers. So we'll see where that goes. And yeah, so I guess that's kind of it as far as what's in the sphere, so what happened for April. So let's move on to some of my notable acquisitions for this past month. So let's do that now. So moving on to notable acquisitions for April, and this was a kind of interesting month in terms of just stuff found in stores, stuff in online, pile of loot as usual. So first things was a lot of the NECA Predators are now, more of the Lost Batch are starting to hit shelves. So with that in mind, got two of them. I got the Snake Predator, which actually is still in my storage container for my NECA Predators, so I don't have that one out. But the other one was the Shaman Predator. This review is up. This figure is awesome. Absolutely one of my favorite NECA Predator figures in general. Just a really cool design, excellent soft goods, wired at that. Just yeah, really cool piece overall. So that is definitely worth noting. Then next one is wrestling figure, and I was able to get my hands on the Chase Razor Ramon Ultimate Edition. This is what I wanted at first. I had to miss the first time that Ringside had it up for order, separate from just the normal release and the Chance of a Chase. And then, just as I'd given up hope, they had put it back up a slightly inflated, even more inflated price from the first one. So I got my own feelings towards Ringside and their pricing structure there. But in any event, I did get it, and not for crazy eBay prices. So I'm happy about that. So that is just makes me very happy there. And finally, the last one is a little different. This isn't a figure directly, though it does have one attached to it. So come off to the side here. And so the first one is the figure, the base, is classified Outback. Not a figure I was planning on picking up, because just, I don't really have any attachment to the character. I don't really get many of the Joes. I get mostly like villains, well, a lot of the Cobra stuff. But, so that's pretty cool. I found that I didn't think this was still showing up on pegs, or I was going to be able to find it on pegs, and I ended up at one a little bit further away from my house, and there's one left, which was a sign, because the other thing that came in was Hot Fuzz. Pardon me, that was probably really loud. Hot Fuzz Customs, pardon me, over on Instagram, does a lot of really cool stuff. Does a lot of custom kits, and what I got was, this probably is just going to look like a mess of 3D printed parts, but you'll be able to tell from this piece right here that is the original Doom Guy helmet. So yeah, that is going to be, this is a whole custom kit for that. You can see have the chest armor right here. So I am going to be chronicling and just kind of vlogging that whole process. I guess it's gonna be kind of a review slash that. So I got a lot of painting to do. I've got some removal of parts to do and stuff like that. So I'm really excited about this because, as I've said in previous videos and reviews, that I've just been dying for an OG Doom Guy figure, and this is finally my way to get it, and I actually get to make it, which makes it even better. So yeah, that will be the notable acquisitions for April. So lastly, just some final notes, wrap up all of that. So, in personal news, I'm still looking for a job, and found a bunch of stuff, kind of looking for stuff that's like night shift / overnight. So it's a little bit different than what I've been doing. It's a little bit different than what I've done for at least 15 to 20 years, but it is more my natural schedule. So I'm looking forward to that. However, I thought I got a job like right off the bat, like applied, got an invite for an interview. They said they wanted to hire me, and they said to make the offer, and I had to accept, and then everything just fell apart. So they just never got back to me. I even called them back and was like, hey, what's the deal? They're like, oh, we'll get back to you, and then nothing happened. So that was a little bit of a hit to my, kind of esteem / just momentum I thought I had going. So that was a thing. Contributing to the kind of haze this month has been. So I'm still looking, I'm still applying different places and just hoping something comes up. And so, yeah, where I am looking to get a job, and it's going to be filling in that time slot, even though it's going to be part-time. So hopefully only 3 days, maybe 4 days at most. It's obviously going to cut into time that I usually spend making videos and stuff like that. So I'm going down to 2 videos a week, at least for right now. So it'll be the Thursday and the Saturday videos. I'm going to cut out the Tuesday one, just because I like having the open window, even though right now, as I'm kind of stumbling, I'm recording this video right now as I'm getting ready to render today's video, which should have been gone up already. So, and this will be for the Ultimate Edition Bret Hart review. So if that gives you, and if you're watching this and have any idea of the chronology, that's kind of where I'm at right now. So yeah, just kind of trying to keep up, and especially where I finally hit those 500 subs, I really want to keep this going. It's not something I'm going to just stop. So, the forward march, just like trying to adjust to make things a little more realistic, and that is it for now, especially because, again, and I need more money. Another reason I want the job. So yeah, I'll be looking for that, and that'll be kind of the changes on my end. So again, not quite as frequent output as it was before. Slightly, if I have to go down to 1 video a week, I'll do that. And I'll probably keep the Thursdays, just because I've been doing that literally since the channel started, and it just feels right. So yeah, but I do want to thank you all for being here, and pardon me, checking out these vlogs and videos and all of that. Just definitely some different stuff. The collection video is coming up. I know I've said that in probably the last 3 vlogs, at least probably 4. But everything's together. It's just a matter of having time, and I might have time next week, because I'll probably try to get that and the vlog I think I spoke about last vlog. That's going to go up on my Transdusk channel, just kind of talking about music and where I'm at with that. So that'll probably be definitely a longer video, and kind of going into kind of where I feel I am artistically and stuff like that, and moving forward with that, which is another reason to kind of reduce the videos, is hopefully make some space for that as well. I don't know if it's going to happen or not, but we'll see. Again, I'll ramble more in that video on that. So check that out if you're interested. And that's pretty much it. That'll do it for April. We'll see how May goes. Hopefully a little bit better. Hopefully when I talk to you next directly, I will have a job, so that'll be something I'm adjusting to, but happy about that in that regard. So we'll see. And yeah, so that's all, pretty much all there is. So thank you so much for being here as always. And I hope that all of you are well. And now that the weather's warming up, you're kind of feeling better now that we're starting to slowly shake off that winter cold finally. And yeah, I'll see you in a month, hopefully right here. And we'll keep talking about action figures related to tokusatsu, dinosaurs, monsters, pro wrestling, and more. And yeah, so I'm gonna stop rambling. I'm gonna render this video so I can put that up, and I will talk to you soon. All right, so yeah, be well. Hope all your toy dreams come true, and most importantly, I hope that you and yours stay weird, Simians.